Hey guys, before we get into the episode, I do want to tell you that we do have merch for the podcast. If you want to go check that out, it's on Aidan N Designs on Etsy. You can support us there. And yeah, here are some nice clothes. I'll show up on the screen. Yeah, go check it out.
Welcome back to Kickback Conversations, episode 10. If you're seeing this is being recorded on February 21st. So if you're wondering why are they talking about the TikTok ban, yeah, it was just recently. So I'll just say I was at work, and I was just going on my phone. And I seen an alert that says, "Oh, TikTok's gonna be banned in like 30 minutes." So when I go off of work, I go on the app and it says TikTok's banned. You have to like close it. You can't go on it.
Yeah.
And then of course my partner over here is always on his phone. He's fucking addicted to his phone. I didn't even know TikTok was unbanned, but I got a text saying I was like, TikTok's unbanned. So
That's
you wonder
crazy
why this guy's always on his phone. This guy's always
Wait. You texted me I know when I text you it's back.
Did I just say that?
I'm pretty sure you said I know. Oh no, here's another moment.
Let's see.
All right. No, but I was honestly like, I just woke up to hearing it was unbanned. My sister had ended up telling me that it was unbanned. I didn't believe her because I checked it early in the morning, and there wasn't.
No, I didn't say that.
What'd you
just
say?
said it's back. I just responded by saying you like, I just sent you this. See, look, I just sent you like a voice recording.
Oh.
So you're wrong. You're wrong. But yeah.
No, but my sister ended up telling me it was unbanned. I didn't believe her because I tried opening it.
What's your sister's
and it
name again?
wouldn't work. Not right now.
Okay.
I'll pass on that one.
Yeah, but you're Aidan's sister. You're always on your phone. Get outside. Get some touch
No,
grass.
that's crazy. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Just want to get that off the.
Bro, you look like a bum. You look like you spend too much time outside. You don't have a choice but to spend time outside.
Okay, yeah, I work. You just sit on your ass all day.
Okay.
All right, so the TikTok ban. My prediction was I thought it was gonna get banned for like at least like a day or two, but it came back less than I think it was 12 hours.
You thought it was gonna get banned for only a day?
Yeah, some people think it was like a publicity stunt because they said right away that thank you to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I guess according to my dad, it's been in the news.
Shut up, Mr.
Like,
Noonan.
if you do keep up with the news, like, I guess you'll know that it was kind of like that. It just shocked me because I honestly thought it was going to be like the extreme where like it was gone forever. I was like, this next day, I already moved to Instagram. I created a whole new account for it to watch like TikTok, or not TikToks. Instagram.
You created a whole new Instagram.
Yeah, because I have to have
weird.
No, I have to have my own private account so I can watch TikToks on my own. That like, I want my.
Oh, so no one sees that the real Aidan Noonan liked this video.
Yeah, exactly. I saw Instagram does that too, where I didn't know that when you're scrolling through the reels, it has on that bottom corner who liked the video.
Yeah, it's always had that.
So definitely, I wanted a new account.
What's your? Can I follow that account just so I can see you?
Honestly, I don't even remember what the username is. I just put user and a bunch of numbers, so couldn't tell you.
Let me know if anyone else does that, where they create a whole account just so they can watch reels. I think Aidan's one of one and very unique for that.
No, I think it's pretty common. A lot of people create private accounts.
I've never heard of it.
I think
but
you're unique, bud.
I'll take your. Definitely you're in the.
Oh, he got sensitive.
You're in the minority.
He knows he's unique.
No,
oh, shit,
I mean I
unique.
do have Uniqua, but I do. I mean I have 3 Instagram accounts, so I can't be like hating on it. But it's not like nothing's privated. Like your one of your TikTok accounts is not your real Noonan one, but you have one that's literally user 33345555123 and it has no followers, no nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
okay.
there's a different story behind that because I was initially trying to get off of, like, it sounds weird. I was trying to get off social media, but I only allowed myself to keep TikTok. So I got rid of Instagram, Snapchat, everything else.
You don't have Snapchat.
Not anymore, at least.
Yeah, you have one Snap score.
I don't want to do. I never liked Snapchat though. I just never found it fun. I don't like.
It's not fun
streaks
anymore.
or whatever.
We're too old for that.
But like, what's the point of it for me in like streaks? It's like cool to see the number long term, right? To see that you like committed to such a long.
Travis have 1,000, so
that's crazy.
That's my life accomplishment right there. So.
But other than that, do you honestly see the allure for like
not
streaks?
anymore?
It's just
like,
pictures
it's
of yourself.
High school.
In a
it's high school.
Yeah.
High school. In college, like you don't use that anymore. I feel like Instagram's more professional, so I'm trying to transition to having a more broader audience on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, what was your reaction though when you saw people's reaction to TikTok getting banned, like other people's reactions?
I think I don't know if you saw this, but there's like a trend where people would like tell the secrets, and one lady was like a mukbanger, which I do. She was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I don't eat all my food," and it's fake, just for it to come back 12 hours later.
And what was her response coming back?
I didn't see the response coming back, but it was just embarrassing. Like, how do you come back from that? Another one was like, this workout lady was like, "Oh yeah, I have a BBL. It's not real. I don't do all the workouts." So I'm like,
Dude, I heard that apparently too, where people were like said they faked their workouts, and then somebody came on, was like, "What are you guys gonna do now? Now that's back again."
What would your secret be if you had
What
to
my
create a video? Like
secret
let's say kickback. Like let's say on our account, like oh blah blah, this never happened. I never really had a podcast. I'm not actually Asian.
I guess my only secret would be like, it's not like crazy, but it's like my only secret would be like, I actually don't run anything kickback account related, since you do all the work.
Freaking lazy bum.
Hell yeah, I don't do any of the kickback work.
I actually have a job. He doesn't. Oh wait, that's not surprising.
Secret.
Everyone knows.
It's not a secret.
No, but some of them were like joking. So like I feel like we could do like a joking one. Like I'd be like, I'm not actually black or something like that. Cause I'm not. I'm more % white. So.
In my free time, I'm actually no. Okay, I can't say that one.
Bummer.
Let's move on. This is too scary of a topic.
So, recap.
No, I just wanted to talk about real quick, since we're on the topic of like the whole like TikTok and working out thing. There was I've been waiting to tell you this. So there's this guy named Wes Watson.
Never heard of him.
I know you didn't hear him. I randomly came across it again. If you just scroll YouTube, you might learn a couple of things. I get you have a job and all, but like you don't want to just like become smarter.
Unemployed, bro. We're here so unemployed.
Yeah, unemployed can be smart. Come on. Now, let me get to it. Okay, so the Wes Watson story. Basically, I was scrolling on YouTube, and then I just came across this video, and it was reported on by Moist Critical.
Oh,
you know,
okay, I know those.
Okay, so basically, the whole incident happened where this guy, he's a bodybuilder.
Was it the Jeff Nipp part? No, it wasn't. It was different, right?
Different. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
But what happened is, so this guy, I'm gonna explain like his backstory. Is like he used to be in jail. He came out and wanted to like kind of restart his life. So he went to YouTube. And this was in the early 2000s, maybe. I don't know his career exactly. I'm just watching like 1 or 2 videos here and there. So he started his career, started motivationally, telling people like, you should get in the gym. Look at me. I went to jail. I'm still trying to make something in my life, blah, 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 trying to like inspire people. Eventually down the line, he became more and more successful, started to get chains, got like enveloped by all the money, and you start to see his personality change. Around that time, maybe like a couple years later, I don't know how long exactly, but once he started getting money, it got to his head, and he actually started calling people out. Like for fights, like, you guys think you're tough, like you should come and fight me, blah, blah. And he's like, any of you out there who are gonna come and fight me, meet me at the gym, blah, at 8 a.m., blah, blah, blah. Just basically calling anybody out, like pull up to my spot if you really want to fight me and want to act tough. Anyways, one guy ends up reaching out to him on Instagram. This guy, black guy, he's like 7'5", so it's like big fucking dude. Ends up DMing this bodybuilder guy, tells him, hey, heard you're calling people out, why don't you fight somebody your size? And then the guy's like, okay, pull up 8 a.m. this time at my gym, da-da-da. Guy pulls up to the gym to call the guy out, to obviously confront the guy. When the guy gets there, the bodybuilder guy, Wes Watson, has a bunch of his buddies with him. So I don't know if he planned for that, obviously, or if he was already just working out with buddies and didn't think the guy was going to follow through. Maybe it was one of the two. So anyways, he has his buddies there. The guy comes up to him, talks shit, whatever. Is like, hey, what's up with you, blah, blah, blah. And then the Wes Watson guy gets in his face. One of the bodybuilder guy's friends comes around the guy, kind of walking around him. And this was supposed to be a one-on-one. It was supposed to be fair, whatever. Guy goes around him. Wes Watson pulls off his workout belt. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Pulls it off, smacks him over the head with it. And then his other buddy who went behind the guy grabs a dumbbell, smacks him over the back of the head with this. This guy ends up falling and tumbling everywhere.
This is on video?
Yeah. There's full
I
video.
need to watch.
I'll show you, but I don't know if I can put the content up here. If I can, I will put it up here. If I can't, go check it out. If you just search up Wes Watson incident, you'll find it.
This is okay.
But it's a crazy fight. 5 bodybuilder guys, massive. I mean, so
like bigger than you?
I mean, think about, yeah, of course.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
What was I thinking? Bouncers. You know, like bouncers, obviously, when you think how big they are, all of them are like bouncer size. They're massive. And it's just one guy. I understand he's 7'5", but it's at some point, like, numbers get you. Especially when you get knocked over the head with a dumbbell. It's crazy. Anyways, he falls to the ground, and they start beating the shit out of him. Like, I swear to you, the guys, Wes Watson guy, the main guy, holds his head down.
I need to watch this, bro.
Pounds it. And you know what the worst part is? They started soccer kicking his head. So that's the part where it became like super, super dangerous. Not like 5 guys already like ganging up on you.
I love 5 guys.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But anyways, they end up fighting him. He ends up getting kicked 7 times, soccer kicked 7 times in the face, and then punched 50 times just by Wes Watson. Just one guy did that. So then you add on the other. But anyways, just the story is that it's like now an open case that's pending. They're dealing with it now, and they're trying to argue self-defense. Yeah, they're saying
If you were at the gym, would you step in and like try and fight all of them by yourself?
no.
Would you take a video, and be like,
You have
world
to.
star?
The thing is, how the video came out is the black guy who was calling Wes Watson out had his phone ready, on like far away. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
So he was already filming it, ready to like film it so he can beat up Wes Watson and then post the video later. Like, look at Wes Watson, this fake tough guy. But he just ended up getting ganged by 5 random
Has
guys.
that ever happened to you?
No, I hope it never happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what route you're going down with that, but
He claims the energy of the big black guy that's gonna happen to him. He claims the energy.
no.
He can't rebuke it.
Big black guy, scary phrase. Okay. But ended up happening. And self-defense is crazy though, right? They're trying to say that he came up to them and he provoked them. Even though the Wes Watson guy is the one who said, pull up
I
to
need
my
to
gym at
watch
8
this.
a.m.
I need to watch. This is
Yeah.
entertaining.
But yeah, it was crazy when I watched him. The guy's he's such an idiot, dude.
Wes Watson or the black guy?
Wes Watson. Well,
Oh.
the black guy was an idiot too. Like, once you see 5 people there already, it's like, even if he started off one-on-one, don't you think his friends will jump in if he starts?
True.
They start seeing him getting beaten up.
True.
So, I mean, it's just I don't care how tall you are or how big you are. At a certain point, just numbers beat you.
You're right. I agree with you. Indubitably. But perplexingly, into the 3rd degree, if I was in that situation, first I would always show up with Aidan, and then I'd be like, "Oh, you want to act tough?" Then I'd be like, "My friend here is calling you a bitch." And I just start. Then I would just start running away. I'd be like, "Get him, get him!" And then I would take a video. Then I'd be like this. I'd be like, "Yeah, yeah."
You know what? I think I could outrun you though.
Outrun me or outrun
I think
the
I can
5
outrun
guys?
you. I think I'll outrun the 5 guys, and they realize, oh, this guy's slow. This fat.
We're
ugly guy.
going in 2 different directions.
I would run your direction and then beat you, and then capture you.
No, hating.
No.
No.
I don't understand the fighting shit. Oh my god, voice crack. I don't understand the fighting shit though. Never makes sense to me.
It's their egos. You have
Yeah.
a big ego though, so you're used to that stuff.
I've never been in a fight, but I feel like I've gotten close a couple times.
We don't support violence, and Mr. Noonan taught Aidan better not to be any violent person. So thank
Shout
you,
out
Mr.
dad,
Noonan.
shout out mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would never get in a fight though. I don't care for it. It's just a waste of time. Plus, no one gets anything out of it.
You get your ass kicked.
It never works. Honestly, like, right? What'd you do?
All right, welcome back to our spotlight for this episode. Aidan, what are we spotlighting for this week?
My spotlight for this week is going to be I Lived by One Republic. Has super good vibes. I honestly think it's a great listen, especially for pop music. And One Republic, of course, is an iconic band. I would go check it out if I was you. Evan, what's your spotlight of this week?
My spotlight for this week is 808 Hell's Kitchen that just recently came out on January 17th. A 3-song EP. My favorite song is Punk, but the other songs are Rat Race and Mortal Kombat. He brings high energy rap and also a punked element on Punk. So go check him out. And yeah, 808 Hell's Kitchen. Let's get it.
Back to the program. Bro, some crazy shit happened over the weekend, by the way. There was actually a fire nearby my house. Thank God it didn't actually get to my house. I'm all good. I know I sent you some videos you saw. I didn't send you an actual fire. Or did I? No, I didn't send you the actual fire.
Didn't.
I didn't get any actual fire footage. But yeah, it was awfully close to our house. It was worrying after the fact, realizing it was real. Because I'll tell you, you don't know the whole story because I was just trying to save it for you here. But how it started initially was we were dropping off some groceries that we picked up, and some kids in my neighborhood were running saying, "Mom, Dad, fire, fire, fire." And I heard the fire engines, but my dumbass in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, it's cool. Like the fire engines are probably just coming down here to like say hi to the kids. You know what I mean? Kind of like a thing. And they're giving like stickers and helmets and things. I was thinking like that. So I in my head, I thought they were looking at the fire engines and assuming there was a fire. So I just wasn't worried at all. And then so we went to Target afterwards, which from there you could actually see the fire. And we saw it from there, and I was like, oh shit, it's actually real. And it looked super close. It looked like at a park area at first, but it turns out it was a lot closer than we might have liked
house
it.
Or
No, nothing house-wise, structure-wise got burned down. It just started in the middle of like a dead bush like field type of thing. But it was, I mean, I could have walked a minute from my house to the fire. That's how close it was.
why didn't you go in there and try and stop the fire or anything?
You know, I was no, you're actually like making a good point here. I was thinking about doing it because we do have a lot of water in our neighborhood, like a lot of fire hydrants. So I actually had a wrench in my hand when I was going down there, and I tried to open one of the fire hydrants, but the firefighter unfortunately kicked me off. So,
Bro, I wish that gone, man. That'd be fucking funny.
no, yeah, my parents and everybody were scared, of course. I don't know.
Is
I just
Mr.
like,
Noonan okay though?
yeah, they're all
Alright,
okay.
yeah. Just
I don't know why. Honestly, it's a weird thing with me, but I just don't get like super freaked out in certain situations like that. Like where most people I feel like would get worried.
Because you don't think it's real. You don't think it's gonna actually like
Not that I don't think it's real.
damage.
Just for me in my head, I'm just so trusting of like the firefighters. I'm like, they're going to do their job. Why are we worried that our house is going to burn down?
All right, so
It's not on
if we
fire.
set a fire in your house,
No, that's different. That's different.
and then no, but
in my house is different. But if it's like away from my house, even though it's like super close, I'm like the firefighters know.
we get to start a fire in your house, and then you have to wait an hour to call 911 to see how much trust you have. And then we're starting the fire in your room too.
That's just way too crazy.
We're starting it on your phone, too, and we're throwing it in. You can't call anyone.
No, but wait, on the fire point though, like a lot, I don't know. There's no information right now that I've seen, but my parents are at least, and some people are speculating that someone might have started it. We don't know for sure though. It's just such a bizarre place though. You know what I mean? It's like in the middle of a field randomly. Didn't burn any, but it's just. There's this dead field area, and it's not even on the weird part is it's not on the hiking trail path. It's just in the bushes. So I don't know.
I think someone started it.
Maybe.
If you were to start a fire, which place would you start it at?
At the fire station.
Okay, yourself.
So they can deal with it. I'm thinking caring for the people, so that the danger won't spread around. Why? What is your answer?
Aidan's house.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. I'll start at your house then.
That's not allowed.
And I'll throw your dog in. Guess what? Yeah, I'm gonna throw your dog in.
You're trying to cook my dog.
Uh-huh.
You're trying to get his protein in.
I'm gonna get my meal out of it. You bet. I'm gonna get something out of it.
That's okay. Nah.
But no, it was the only like I guess really kind of shocking part after the fact when I started thinking about it is it's just so scary when you start to think the fact that like the LA fires happened and the winds at like that day were like so strong. It's like it could have spread a lot further, thankfully. I mean, the fire did pretty much start near the fire station.
Oh, so
they were literally right next to it.
So it was you. So you're just admitting it was you.
No. But yeah, with the LA fires going on, you're always gonna be worried about that stuff.
So yeah, thankful for Aidan's family being safe. They didn't cause any damage on Aidan's. If my house burned down, could I live with you or no?
No, you have to pay. You can live with me. You'd have to pay.
Yeah, I'd pay you.
I have to make. You're employed, aren't you? You can pay for it. You can pay for it,
bro. Unemployed people.
I have to make money out of it, but no, yeah. I mean, that's the crazy part. Just the LA fires part that happened. You're worried. You don't think those type of incidents are gonna happen near you. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like the whole like we talked about it before on another podcast episode, but like the school shooting thing. You hear about it in the news, but you never think it's gonna actually make it towards you.
Mm-hmm. You should make a kickback design saying like we're on fire and just like a picture of you and me just like burning up.
Okay, dude, these sadistic thoughts. What's wrong with you?
Like that song.
What song?
But that you could incorporate like fire into your next design. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's super kickback.
Since you have more free,
it's not really kickback, but it is something for sure.
Since you have more free time, since you dropped one of your classes, so
yes,
your
true.
math class, was that your hardest class? You said.
That's the only class in my life where I was sure I was pretty much gonna fail. Like it was one of those instances of where I can pretty much get a hold of anything, like understand anything if you just give me enough time. Like eventually I'll wrap my mind around it. I swear to you, it was the worst thing. I was just looking at the stuff and the content and I just couldn't understand it.
It was only the first week.
No, but then the day of the quiz came, we had 3 questions on the quiz only. I didn't know that. And then so I was studying as much as I could, like last second too. Like I'd studied, like I went to a tutor the day before.
Did it help?
It's hard because the tutors here at UCI is like, they're very overburdened to some extent because they have walk-in hours. So everybody can walk in at a certain time. So when I walk in, there's like 3 other students with me. So they're having to balance between all of us. So it's hard to really get enough time for them to like dedicate towards helping you. So they'll answer a question quickly, but then they have to move on to the next kid. So that's why it's difficult. But then anyway, I try to understand it the last second, just trying to do last minute studying as much as I can. I get the quiz. I didn't know it was 3 questions. I thought it was gonna be like 10, 15, 20. I don't know, something. I was hoping
still failed it.
3 questions. I didn't know anything.
Did you get anything right?
You know, apparently I got a 1.5 points. I don't know how.
Out of what?
3.
Oh, so you got it. So you passed. You got a 50.
Yeah, I don't know how.
So you should have stayed in that class.
But you know, like with math, like with other classes, you can guess and still have a chance, right? Maybe history, you can guess a little bit, like assume what happened during the time. Math, you just can't.
It was like you had.
You just
wasn't
you have to, right though?
It wasn't multiple choice.
No, free
Ah,
response.
you're screwed.
Exactly, you know what I mean? So I did that, and I walked out of the class like,
Was that
I have to get rid of
was
this.
that the class that you knew you had friends in?
uh,
Wasn't it?
I think I had one person in that class, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this was my discussion class we were taking, and that class I didn't know.
Okay. So he dropped that class, and
Yeah.
Aidan.
Now I have it free. But the reason I dropped it, there's a reason behind it.
What was the reason?
Well, main one is I didn't like the class, and I knew I was going to fail it. And there's no point just ruining my GPA for a class that wouldn't contribute to my major in the future. So
you didn't even have a major, so what? Like,
yeah, but it's like if you have that on, it's bad anyways to have an F regardless of what class it is, right? So I ended up figuring out which major I wanted. I was talking to my dad randomly, and this was a major I'd considered before. It was media studies, film and media studies. And I had talked about it before, but I hadn't really like thought about it. You know what I mean? So I was just talking about it randomly with my dad, and I'm like, wait a second, we're doing the podcast, film and media studies. It just makes sense. Like, if I want to stay in this podcasting arena and not have to like later on if the podcast isn't where I want it to be in 4 years or so, at least I can still stay in this type of space.
So your dad was like, that's a stupid idea, and you said go back to being business.
My dad's actually supportive. What about your dad?
My dad's very supportive.
Okay, that's good. Shout out Mr. Miller.
So Aidan, I think I told the story before. Aidan finessed the system by being an education major, and then once he got accepted in UCI.
I don't know if we could say that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how that'd work out for me if that people knew about it.
I mean, it's nothing bad.
It's nothing bad. I just don't want to have to.
All right,
I don't want
to rephrase. Yeah, so Aidan finally chose his major. We're all proud of him here at Kickback. Whole gang's proud of him. Just me. We're all proud of him.
Yeah. You can understand it though, right? Still wanting to stay in the film. I think it'll honestly help me improve the podcast too,
and
right?
Also, it's like something you're passionate about, so that just makes it better. Don't want to do something that like, oh, I'm just doing this for whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this is kind of side point, but like with the saying like, oh, everyone's proud of you. Like in my descriptions of the like podcast, like clips, I've been talking like I'm in third person when I'm the one actually like let me pull one up for example. But yeah, we're all proud of Aidan for his amazing accomplishments.
Thank you.
Finally knowing.
Please say more.
Finally knowing what he wanted to do with his life. So yeah, we're all proud of him at Kickback. Let's see this load.
It is honestly good. Like truly, like being 100% honest, it's like it feels nice to have a direction now. You know, it's like when you don't know what major you want to do, everything feels like you don't feel like you have a purpose. If that makes sense, because you're just trying to do everything and be as broad as possible because you don't know what you want to do eventually. And now that I at least have an idea, I'm gonna start taking classes next quarter. And yeah, this quarter is my time to like really prep for that. Prep for the third quarter because right now my classes are so easy. No classes Tuesday, Thursday, and then I only have. And then my earliest class every other day is at 2.
Unemployed. All right, so fuck you. Unemployed. Some of my things were psych major finally got into the books. If he does become your therapist, you are less cooked. I think that's a good one. Psych major explains the bystander effect. Did he explain it correctly? Please let me know.
Yeah, your captions are like third person.
But psych major needs to do better explaining. I still don't understand. The guy on the right needs to know the difference between a Grammy and an Oscar. Let's not cut him any slack.
That was crazy.
Let me see if I had some good ones. Give me a second.
But you weren't talking about yourself in third person in the actual clips, right?
Well, guy in sweatshirt can't read. He needs to invest in glasses. I think that was a good one. Psych major doesn't. No, this is my favorite. Psych major does not know the difference between nature and nurture. If you have him as a therapist, you are cooked.
That one's funny.
But
how are you coming up with your captions?
It's just like I'm coming out like being an audience member. What the actual videos? I'm trying to be like more funny with my captions. I'm just saying psychology. We back episode 7. Just trying to be more engaging.
Yeah.
And the whole, let me just spit some real truth right now. The whole thing about having a podcast, there's so many, what people should understand, there's so many down days. Like, you can get in your head so much, especially with social media. You can get in your head of what people are telling you. You can get in your head on, like, seeing the numbers wise. Because you obviously, when you're putting out a product that you're proud of, you expect it to, like, do good numbers.
Yeah.
But you always got to remember that you just started doing this, and nothing really starts out successful. And every day I'm always remembering that it's going to take time. It's not like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and the whole process is going to be worth it. So we always got to put in those hours. Always got to be consistent. Like every week, we're always putting hours. Honestly, it's been less and less because we're like better at it now. But we're still putting the work. We're still editing everything, and we have a vision of what our success needs to be. So, if anyone out there is trying to chase their dreams,
just do it.
And don't feel down if you're like not getting views, not getting likes. As long as you're just getting better at what you do every single time, then you should feel good about yourself. And don't let anyone else talk down on you and talk down on what you're doing, because at least you're doing something in your life. And that's why that's why I will tell everyone is that I'm doing something in my life. I'm just living my life, and I'm trying to pursue every single thing in my life, because no matter what, some point in time I'm gonna not want to have to regret. So at some point in time, I'm not gonna be like old and be like, oh, I wish I just stayed with this podcast stuff. I wish I did this. Like, I'm doing it. So yeah, and always, I think it's better to do it with a partner and do anything really with a partner in life. I think that just the whole point of life is working with other people. But even if you're solo, just keep grinding, keep putting in all the work, because it's all gonna work out in the end. And yeah, Aidan does make it very easier, and I love having a amazing co-host that I can talk shit on and laugh with every day. So yeah, just keep following your dreams, unless you're Aidan, because his dreams are all right. Shut up.
I keep going. No, that was honestly good motivation.
But yeah,
shit. I agree with you 100%.
Thank you to thank you to all my parents, and thank you to all my relatives for watching always. And Ryan, thank you for Ryan watching always. Yeah. So, and when we make it big, we're always gonna remember the guys who started out with us and guys who always were loyal supporters. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. Like I promised Travis that. Well, Travis doesn't watch it, but I promised Travis that. Oh, once we make it big, I'll buy you your dream car. He's like, don't do that. I'm gonna crash it. So then I was like, okay, I'll buy you a chef so he can like actually eat food, because Travis doesn't eat food. Skinny. So yeah, and then with Steele, I promised Steele I'm gonna get him something too. Just always stay loyal to your friends. Always stay loyal to the real ones that always stuck around. Also Jeff, like always, me and him are always gonna reward the people that stuck by us and support us no matter what. So yeah,
just
that's
be
my
real.
Little spiel, and rather have very few close friends than a lot of fake friends.
100%.
And yeah, that's the thing, and that's why we show love. Wink, wink. That's why I put it there.
Yeah. And it's like, no, I agree with you 100%. It's a really good message. Sorry if I cut you off.
Also, I just want to say this. I know you're not going to watch this, but because working, I'm working seasonal job, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm working seasonal job, and I met John there. John's like, I'm really close to John. I love working with John. And I was talking to one of the managers, Eric, and I'm like asking him, oh, so I'm staying past seasonal. Do you know if John's staying past seasonal? And he's like, okay, I'll tell you. And I'm like, okay, tell me. He said, yeah. So like the whole past couple weeks, I'm like, oh, bet John's working past seasonal. It's gonna be me and John the whole time. Yeah. So I see John on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. I see him on Sunday, and he goes, and we're walking to the breaker, and I'm like, yo, are you staying past seasonal? Blah blah. And the manager who told me he was also there. And we're talking, and he's like, oh yeah, one of the managers called me and said this was my last week. And my heart drops a little bit, and I'm looking at Eric, one of the managers. We're both confused, because we're like, that's not true. And me and Eric were like, no, Eric told me that you were staying, and then apparently this is last week. So R.I.P. John. I hope I see you a lot of times. I hope I can run into you at school, and I'm very thankful for working with you. You're definitely my favorite person to work with, and yeah, Aidan's also a very big fan of yours. So shout out John, shout out Sigma John,
my Asian brother.
Asian brother. So yeah. That was very sad news, but yeah, we up and we were balling. So
you never figured out why he didn't get the job?
Well, no, apparently we weren't able to keep a lot of the people. I thought we were gonna keep at least 5 seasonal, but I think I was one of the few.
No, because
I worked my ass off I worked my ass off to be kept. So I'm very happy.
I mean, you made it, so it's
I made it. We made it big. And I'm gonna be a manager. I'm gonna be a manager one day.
No, it's hard to get out of seasonal hires, especially since they just get the manpower for that specific. Obviously, Christmas, everybody's buying shit for family, things like that. So it makes sense. So, but even more props to you that you end up getting hired. I feel like it's super difficult to get hired.
Yeah. So thank you to all my support systems.
Shout out to them. R.I.P. John.
R.I.P. John. Thank you.
Hopefully you get a. Hey guys, if you want to follow any of my content, all my social media stuff is in the bio. Currently, I don't post any Instagram or TikTok stuff, but I do plan to in the future.
And all mine are in the socials. And since TikTok is officially back, I'm planning on doing more content, not just food content. Me and Aidan are going to do more content together and just explore new ideas.
Yeah.
So check us out and all that. And this
Definitely.
2025 is the year of our growth. So check us out. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.